Hello, and welcome back to Hammerwatch 2. I'm Areima, and we are going to dive a little bit deeper into the main storyline today. We previously went to Maldar's maze, and we got, where is it? We got the Loop of Light before Maldar's maze, and we returned to Maldar. I didn't know I had this. Oh, this is the key that Ria made for me. Okay. We returned Maldar to a human form, and Maldar informed us that there's 2 more keys we have to make before we can access Blight. Maldar themselves is going to make one of these keys, but before we do that, we have to do something up in the mountains to the north, and that I was supposed to return here and tell my allies about what I found, and they're going to give me 60,000 experience? Holy mother of Crod. Okay then, so let's go ahead and do that and see what these people have to say. Welcome back. So you found your way around the maze. Amazing. That's... Shit. That got me. That's a great pun. Anyways, and Maldar is back then. I wasn't sure if this was all true, but it seems it was. Ria is a better believer than I guess. What did she say? Well, blah blah blah. Everything I just told you. Wow, that is a lot to take in. So we need to get one of the keys from the Brisk Observatory and another from the desert. Which one first? I don't know. I'm not sure which one is the easiest to reach or what is required. I think I need to talk to the guys about all this. I know the king has something important too, so we might take it all to him. Why don't you come back again in a few hours? We should have some sort of plan to proceed forward. Okay. Huge! It's... Wow, that leveled me twice. I've never had anything level me twice. Okay, so... 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's do that. One more instant dexterity. How close am I? Someone told me that a very, very useful comment, by the way. Told me that level 30 is where we get to master, I believe they said. So we are a little while away from there, but it does mean that whenever we get level 29, we're going to start saving some perk points to get the master level perks, and to get like, there's a couple around here somewhere. I know there is. There it is. There's some master level. Oh, no, that's not one. There's one. So there's a master level like upgrades as well, right? But around 29, we'll start saving perk points for master. I did want to comment right here at the beginning of one of my videos that whenever it comes to comments, feel free to, comment anything about the video. But for the sake of other people who haven't played, try a little bit to avoid any spoilers. If it's something that we've done on the channel, then I don't mind as much. But if it's anything that comes after the point where that video is on the channel, then, I do have some people who I know are watching every episode of this. So you don't want to necessarily give something away that comes later. Especially because I also haven't played too much farther. I only record 1 to 2 episodes at a time, and then I post them every day. So I'm never much farther along than when you've watched the video, as long as you're watching the most up-to-date video. But now that we got that out of the way, let's talk to this other NPC here. Oh no, Ria. Ria is the most verbose NPC I've ever had in this game, and I'm dyslexic, so let's try this. Okay, you restored Maldar. I was complaining about her being verbose, and I literally didn't even touch anything, and her thing just went away. Okay, so they want me to wait for a few hours. I'm going to spend my points real quick. So this is fully upgraded. Good. That's really good. All regen stats. I mean, that is a lot of damage. But I use bowshot a lot. I'm actually going to do this and spend a lot of points to get max level dash, because having a higher cooldown on that would have been really helpful during the fight against the Spider Queen. And then I'm going to continue to grab defensive stuff for now, which means I think I want to grab all resistances by 5, because, yeah, that gives me a pretty significant bump there. And then, is there anything I can afford? Can I upgrade my bowshot? I use my bowshot all the time. Okay. I'm still interested in doing main storyline, though, and not this any more side stuff. So I'm going to go up into the church here and rest. I was also told about a free house in Switchtown, which is where the port to Hammer Island is, where apparently we can rest for free. But as I even mentioned in the comments and replying to comments, whenever it comes to, like, if I'm in the middle of a recording, I am not very good at editing yet, so I want to try and avoid moments that I have to edit out, and I don't want to have to walk all the way down to that town, come all the way back and edit it out. So I'd rather just wait in town right here and have a continuous stream. They legitimately told me to wait a few hours, and they are not ready for me. I guess I wait longer? Not sure what just happened there. I waited like 3 hours. Maybe he's like what I was whenever I was a teenager. And a couple doesn't mean a couple. A couple means like I have no idea how many this number is, and like there it goes. Yeah, I used to think that a couple was like anywhere from being, 2 to 7. And then one of my exes was just like, no, a couple legitimately means 2 of something. And I'm like, okay, if you say so. They've even changed positions. Me, Kip, and Ash have talked, and some things here align very well with my own mission, so I will take it from here. I heard that the mercenary captain, Daniel Skinner, was in the Hollows helping the trolls. She owes me. I want you to tell her to travel to the Moon Temple with her mercenaries, and see if she can stop those agents from getting a hold of that orb. This is very important. Okay, and what about the keys? Once you find Daniel Skinner, I will want you to try to get to Sild in Black Barrow. You need to somehow convince the troll chief, Overdoom, to let you pass. Archibald stopped paying the troll tolls, you could say, so they blocked the passage so that no one could get in or out, at least not the normal way. Once you were in Sild, try to find out if anyone knows about Charlie Trevette and his heroes who were sent to slay Doombringer. I bet they're dead. Yes, maybe they are, or maybe they're stuck in Sild. What we do know is that Doombringer isn't dead, so something must have happened to them. Their mission was to convince the Supreme Judge in the Spire to let them pass through and reach the top to slay Doombringer in her sleep. I'll look into it. Then we have the 2 keys to find. Kip has informed me that the fastest way to Brisk is over Lock Day, and he has provided a map for the pilot to avoid aerial defenses along the beach. I suggest starting with Isadora's key there. Then, once in Black Barrow, you should look for a path that leads to Eridara, where you will find the last princess, who will shape Eris's key for you. That's a lot. My character has it right. Like, whenever it comes to call to actions and you're giving someone a quest, you don't want to give them like 5 steps. Like, the maximum number of steps you need to give someone ahead of what they're at right now is 3, because anything past 3, they're not going to remember. No, this isn't enough for you to do already. I suggest you start working on this now, unless you want me to go through it again. I'm on it. Don't skin the messenger. That's a... literally added 4 quests to me. Travel to Black Barrow Harrows and find Daniel Skinner. Haha. Okay, and I see why it's called Don't Skin the Messenger, and tell her to aid us. Then convince the troll chief. Okay, so Black Barrow Hollows. Let's go to Fallowfields. Black Barrow Hollows is up north. I think I know how to get there. Okay, let's get going. Oh yeah, one thing to keep in mind is from Malgar themselves, last time, we got a cool new spell, this lightning bolt. And I need to remember that we can charge this up. And it makes it last a lot longer. So we're officially now not just a lightning archer, we are a full-on lightning build. So we're going to be looking for anything that increases our lightning damage, because previously we just kind of had the lightning archery arrow was our main attack, sure, but we didn't really have enough attacks on the whole in order to justify having a whole bunch of lightning damage. But now that we have 2 different attacks that we're going to be doing that do lightning damage, I definitely feel like it's officially justified in getting some lightning damage bonuses going. Okay, so I'm in North Fallowfields now. There's the house. So it seems to be indicating that there should be a path. Okay, so I know there's that. I don't know what's in there, though. Also, it made a really, really, really creaky, bone creepy noise. So, and it's hidden behind a painting of the guys, of the man, a painting of themselves. So it makes me worried. need to remember that I can charge that. Doesn't look like there's anything up here. That might be the way that I need to go. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna follow the road though and see if I can understand why this isn't the right way to go. This guy has a quest I could turn in. They need a wolf hunter down and switch? Sure, I'm game. I don't think the Garretts need me anymore anyway, since the death of the thieves leader. The thieves have kind of... Okay. Apparently that was the thing I could do. Sure. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, so that's where I am right now. I forgot that I have that cartographer's tool that tells me where I am on the map at any given time. You know, they have such a beautiful mini-map here. I wish that they had given me access, like a large access to this mini-map. Well, there's some higher level bees here. Running the higher level things that are still actually appropriately leveled for me definitely makes me feel like I'm in the right location. And a nice little biome change. Very nice. I can charge it up, but I do think that charging it up is going to get me in trouble. It also doesn't do that much damage. I think there's a lot of potential for damage, but it's a lot harder to get the damage off, per se. Because you have to, like, bounce it and stuff. Don't take that the wrong way. I am actually excited about that. That is not a negative in my mind. The fact that you have to use some degree of skill and precision to get the full effect out of this. One of my favorite things in video games. Ooh, there's a little hole there. Okay, so I think this would be... Yeah, that looks like a troll cave. So there is a path along the river there. It's like that path just goes to that chest. There is something here. A map of Black Barrow. So I'm not on this map yet. Or else I would be able to see where I am. And there's some items down here. Looks like we could probably cross the bridge somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to do a tiny bit of exploration before we head up into Black Barrow, which I think is going to be that right there. Because I'm curious if I can get these items. And I'm about to kind of like leave the region, so I want to do it before I do so. Because who knows what they are? They might be something special. I might check off camera, but I just realized that I'm not sure if at the end of the last episode... Yeah, see right there? It bounced between them. Like chain lightning between them. And just did a ton of damage. Way more damage than my normal lightning bolt would have done. So there's situations where this is really powerful. Okay, I think I see the path. There's a little bit of a path right there on the map. And I think that will allow me down here. Which will allow me to come over here. And there's a drop down there, but I want to get this first because I think this is farther away. I can't get to that, but I can get to this. A bow and a elven ring. Cool. I forgot to clear out my inventory in town. Oops. I'll do it as soon as I get to a place that I can like fast travel or something like that. And I think this is just... Yeah, that's just a silver plate. So that's just like a money item. And there is a thing under the waterfall here. Mysterious cave. Okay. I was going to say let's do this later because it's clearly side stuff, but at the same time it's literally just wolves. We can just walk our way through it. Okay. That guy we have to actually dodge, because sure he might be lower level, and sure we might be able to nearly one-shot him, but he does do a lot of damage. Mysterious shape. Oh, that's not good. This might be an actually correct way to go here. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. So I found the troll cave. Wasn't I supposed to convince the troll leader? How did I do this twice now? This happened the last time as well. I was just exploring and I accidentally found the Spider Queen, and then that's part of the main storyline. Jeez. There's so many of them right at the entrance there. Just gonna give my stuff a moment to cool down. Troll Shaman's really cool. Hey, he dropped like stalactites on me. Whew. Oh, man, this is... I feel cheesy doing this, but, like... They've backed me into a corner, and they're just so tanky. I also forgot that I had spiders. Whew, okay. Whew. Okay, these guys are actually pretty challenging. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't know if I'm, like, pissing off the Troll King by doing this, but I feel like this will at least be a answer to our problems. And this also might even be an entrance to the area that I'm looking for, the Black Barrow or whatever it's called. Whoa, that was a good one. It bounced between the walls. Summon my friends. There's like one stalactite there that caught my attacks. Nice. Now that we're in here, like properly in here, it's a little bit easier to not have to try and back out over and over. Getting a bunch of troll clubs, that's cool. I think this is the first melee-focused enemy we've ever fought that has a range attack if you get too far away from them. Like, oh, I guess rogues do that as well. The pirate rogues. But it just feels different with these guys because they're big and slow versus rogues that are like, you know, rogues and speedy and stuff. In my defense, if it becomes a problem, They did attack me first. But in their defense, this might be their home. It is their home. They're pretty bad at walking through doors. Ow! Jeez, that shaman almost basically one-shot me. Dropped a bunch of stalactites on me. Although, realistically speaking, that probably should kill a dude. Just saw that there's a secret door right here. Secret wall. Greater Ovum Rune. I am appreciative of that. Yeah. North Fallowfields. Okay. So this was a way up onto this cliff here. I also can jump into that hole there. Interesting. So this wasn't necessarily related. I'm gonna go ahead and use that scroll right away if I can find it. There we go. I need to remember that I have food. Like, I know that you can hotbind your food and everything, but the issue is that, like, I just forget that I have the food. That was pretty cool. Oh, secrets. Secret blacksmith? A visitor. How strange. I didn't think anyone would find their way in here. How'd you do that? You fell? Fell through the old tree? Dang it. What do you want then? I don't know. Who are you? I'm actually a geologist. I built this place to make sure I have a safe place before blight takes over the world. Maybe it won't be so safe then, but at least it was safe from outsiders until now. Mind me asking what that stone is you have there? I don't know. It's just a stone. No, it's not. Don't lie to me. There's something different about it. Let me look at it. Okay, but I'm watching you. You know what? This is a strange stone. Can you see that it kind of glows inside and it's covered with some sort of hardened tissue? Is that bone? Well, if you let me analyze this thing, I might be able to remove the dirt around you. Would you let me do that? Sure, don't break it. Okay, come back tomorrow and I'll know more. Please leave me be. Oh, I accidentally fished. Okay. La Dolce Vita? I don't know what that means. I'm not familiar with a lot of other languages other than, like, German. Took 5 years of German in college and high school combined. Well, I'm supposed to wait a few days. And I kind of want my Lawnstone back. So I guess we rest super fast. Fortunately, town is, like, right here, so... And I'm actually passing town right now, so I'm talking. Okay. Griffin Rider has something for me? That's interesting. We'll talk to him super fast. You seen it? I see you have everything you need. Oh, that guy wants to head to Brisk. And a spider got stuck on a ledge, so I just heard my computer going and just, like, spin up to max CPU again. Yeah. Okay, how long am I supposed to rest here? Turn to Jerry. Tomorrow. Okay. If I'm resting till tomorrow, like, you know, saving time for the sake of YouTube is one thing, but I am not going to waste, like, that's going to be, like, 600 gold to sleep at the church. Because if you didn't know, sleeping at the church means that you actually have to pay per minute. So if you're sleeping less than 4 hours, it's more efficient. But if you're sleeping longer than 4 hours, it's going to be way less efficient. So what we're going to do is we're going to sleep at 12 hours at a time until, there we go. I was just about to say, until we get a little quest notification saying that we can go ahead and go back. So I think that means that we have to go through the troll cave again to get back to him, which is not the best thing in the world, but it's also not the worst. And I really, really, really hope that the troll cave has not had enemies come back. I think that one right there was the troll cave. Yeah, this was just like a side thing that I just found, I guess. I technically probably could have done this earlier. No, I probably couldn't have done this earlier. The trolls were kind of scary, to be honest. Trolls would have definitely prevented this from being earlier discovery. Now that I say it out loud. Because, like, even just now, like, I just barely made it through this place alive. Sorry for keeping the map open at all times, but, I like maps, so not really sorry, but it's probably not the best viewing experience, per se, but at the same time, like, really helps me navigate. This was a really cool little secret. All right. It was faster than I thought. I removed all the dungeon grime from it, now it certainly shines. Whatever it is, maybe it'll work better from now on. That was fun. It was nice if you stopped by. Now leave. Improved version of the Lundstone. Enchanted Lundstones. Now excuse me, words. Now a more powerful version. Okay. You know, I said we weren't going to do any more side quests, but that seemed like a good thing that we just did. So let's try again and see if we can find where we're supposed to be going. I think it's probably up by those wasps, near the top there. That cat has such a prancy animation. I appreciate it. Because that is totally a thing that some cats do. Like, there's sneaky cats, and then there's prancy cats. And then there's prideful sneaky cats. I think this will probably be the way to go. Unless there's something way over here. So I'm going to check this first. Rope tied. That's what ropes do, by the way, if you hadn't known. It lets you into, like, holes in the ground that you'll find. That are, like, a type of dungeon. Bunch of wasps is not too hard. Place is actually easy enough that I worry that it's not actually where we're supposed to be going. Then again, I am pretty strong right now. Killed all my spiders. Here's more. I keep wanting to come up and melee these guys, but like, my build's not really built around the melee anymore, and it just gets me poisoned. It really does. That's like the only thing that actually happens whenever I go into melee. Okay. I think my guesstimation was correct, that this was an unnecessary side area that appeared because I killed a bunch of wasps with dens. Okay. Let's do a quick check. The walls for secret things. I don't see any. Kind of odd to not find a secret. It seems like most areas have at least one, but hey, now we know it's not where we're supposed to be going. Games like this, they definitely reward exploration, so no reason to hold back on exploring. And I think, like, I always try and make videos that are something I would enjoy watching. That's always my goal. And I personally like to see, you know, people explore and the places they went instead of just cutting out all of the exploration and only showing the main storyline, because you know what, that's not how you play the game, and that's, if you did the game that way, it also wouldn't be fun. So why watch the least fun version of playing a game? So I'm gonna leave all this stuff in, and pretty much only cutting out stuff whenever it's like, that just killed all of my, that really did. This right here is like very much reminding me of, like, come on. Like Legend of Zelda, there's some places in like the first Legend of Zelda where there's just rocks infinitely tumbling down a wall for some reason. Blackmore Hollows 2. Oh, hey. This is the first time I've seen mining come up. Keltonite ore. I remember seeing someone in one of the Reddit things being like, what the heck are mining tools meant for? And then the only other response to it was, not used in the beta. Secret switch puzzle. Can I shoot? It just said turn to the max. So that gives me the indication that I might be able to shoot the switches. But I can't shoot that one because there's something in the way. More trolls. It looks like a sandwich. Jewelry box. So not a sandwich. Actually, one in a mine sandwich right now. Food does a lot of good things in this game. See, yeah, they're teaching me that I can shoot them. Bridge is too heavy. Oh, I can't be standing on it when I turn it. Okay, I understand the rules now. I'm kind of glad that she just killed or he just killed, I'm not going to assume the troll's gender, just killed my spiders, because I'm about to grappling hook over this ledge, and then the spiders won't be able to figure out how to get to me, and they'd probably do the thing again where they're just like freaking out. Where's the grappling hook point? There it is. And then they'd just be freaking out in the background trying to figure out. Can I break these? No. Trying to figure out how to get to me. That right there is an indication that I'm starting to get better at YouTube. I did eventually finish my sentence. A lot of previous episodes, I would get caught on something mentally and then just never finish my sentence. Never once. Just completely move on and forget that I even was speaking. Now the only thing I have to get used to is a running commentary whenever the game is hard. The commentary kind of just dies once the game gets hard for me, because I'm not, there's all kinds of different YouTubers, right? There's all kinds of different content creators, and there are different values to different types of content creation, right? There's a lot of fun in watching someone be bad at something, because it kind of makes you want to go and play it yourself and be like, I'm good at this, right? But I personally value being good at video games. So whenever it comes to a challenging moment, I have been tending to be a little bit quieter, even if it does, to win and make sure that you guys don't see too many defeats, and to put my all into the situation, rather than keep up my talk and do badly. And I think it's honestly just a skill, right? Like, I just have to get good at this. I've not been doing this long. People who don't read comments, I've actually only been doing YouTube for like 28 days. And so far, my channel has doubled in subscribers every week. And that's not probably sustainable, but it's still fun to see for now. YouTube gives you all these fancy charts, and it's so nice to see the chart that just goes, hey, you have twice as many people watching you as last week. Or right now, it tries to give me a percentage of everything that's happened in the last 28 days, and because my channel's entire growth has been within the last 28 days, everything's like over 900%. It's like, you have more than 999% growth, and I'm just like, yeah, that's artificial though, because it's like over a very short time period, and there's nothing to compare it to. There's no previous growth to compare it to. But it looks really funny, and it kind of brings a little bit of a smile to your face to look at. Well, that's not a good belt, and that's not really a good sword. I think it's because they're not enchanted, so it's hard to keep up with my enchanted gear. getting through this cave is going to be a little time consuming because these guys are not dying quickly. You know, I've previously been mentioning, oh, you know, we have so much damage, but these guys definitely don't make me feel like I have a lot of damage. So wait, this would allow me to go this way then, right? Yeah. Gold statue. Nice. And then so I don't get trapped, there's a hookshot point there. But I did just notice that there's an item down there, so I want to... Bridge is too heavy. Turn to the maps. So I have to do this, right? Oh, my minions were holding it. Summon my minions right away so that they don't freak out my computer. And... You know, I should actually get that poison on hit ability I just thought of. Because I have this Spider Queen gland thing that makes all of my poison stronger. I haven't parried anything in a long time. I could probably parry more often. Could probably parry these rocks. At least reduce the damage, even if it's not, you know, completely stopping it. Oh, and then because I'm over here, I can go that way with the bridge. Man, if I did do another run of this or anything like this in co-op, I'd have to play the rogue because, like, it'd be so different. Looking at all these fights, it'd be so different to try and do this melee. Terrifying to think of. Like, some of these bosses that we fought, doing the melee, like full melee, not any really options to be at range. It'd be a whole different game. It would legitimately be a very different game. And I have been told by multiple people that the rogue is, like, probably one of the highest damage classes. Which makes sense, because they don't really have a lot of... I didn't see a lot of defensive maneuvers in their abilities. It's hard to imagine, though, with how much damage Ranger does, that if what I've read and heard is accurate, Rogue's supposed to do, like, nearly double the damage of Ranger, which is just, like... I'm already dominating as a Ranger, so doing double damage sounds like too much. Would make the game too easy. We'd have to put it on a harder difficulty. Can't go that way. Oh, they have like a little meat training rack. Nice detail. A little details always do a lot for me in games like this. Oh, we need to be looking out for ore on the walls. I actually didn't even notice. I didn't even remember that we were able to mine now. There wasn't any back here, was there? I don't think so. So focused on the map and the enemies that I wasn't looking at the art, the set pieces. And unlike literally everything else in this game, it doesn't actually show up on the map. I am immune to throwing the rocks because spiders. Okay, that's all of that side. No breakable walls. Oh, did you hear that? It just went burr right on their faces. Oop, standing still was bad with shamans. No, no, no. Ah, come on. I was spamming the heal button, but it didn't work. Didn't get it off fast enough, probably. Okay. Well, we cleared this bottom part, though. So we can just immediately head back to where we were before. with level 30 being max level, and feeling like I'm currently appropriately leveled for everything I'm fighting. I'm not over-leveled or anything like that. I do feel like we are approaching the end game, unless leveling slows down drastically. Oh, come on, I hit a rock right in front of him. Are any of these items? No, I think these are all like, even the giant's tribal staff. Oh yeah, they're all like cash items. Interesting. None of them are like equipment. I just noticed that we were picking up a lot of like what could be described as equipment, right? I wonder if I can go to the backside. Ooh, some mining. I wonder if I can go to the backside of this this shaft here and clear it. If I can, I can't do it from here. So this is definitely the way to Black Barrow, or the way to whatever the name of the city. I've already forgotten. The name of the city that we're heading to is I wonder if by quote-unquote convincing the Troll King, they just mean kill him. I mean, that's normally the answer in RPGs like this, right? At the same time, like, you know, Maudar wasn't just a straight kill, so maybe not? I just realized I can walk up here. This is unwalkable. This is my one minor complaint about the visuals of this game, is I really don't notice sometimes whenever something's walkable. Some of the walkable terrain is just like, looks exactly like the other terrain. And if that's intentional, good job. I just crit with my lightning arrow, and I noticed that I just did a absolutely ton amount of damage. Ton amount? Good job. A ton of damage. Jade game board. It's worth 3,000, whatever it is. I think it's like a go board. I wouldn't mind a jade. Jade's actually one of my favorite materials. I use precious metals and precious gemstones a lot in my actual, you know, day job, and it's allowed me to collect a pretty hefty amount of jade across my life. I have like a bunch of jade bracelets and stuff like that. As a 2-year anniversary gift, my boss has already informed me that they're planning on getting me a jade. It's a continuous piece of jade that has been like formed and sharpened into a letter opener. So it's literally like a knife made out of jade, and it's so freaking cool. And no, they didn't just come up with the idea on their own. I found it and told them, hey, you know, if you're going to get me something for a 2-year anniversary at this position, you know, because they told me that they were going to, you know, get me this, because this thing is way too expensive for me to afford to justify to myself to buy with my own money, but I definitely want to own it. Because a jade knife, heck yeah. I already own a lot of knives. It's one of my things that I kind of pseudo-collect. Not exactly like a gun person or anything like that, but man, do I like knives. I kind of want the meat. Can I pick up the meat? And having a jade knife? Top tier for me. I really am having a hard time finding this teltonite every once in a while. Is this teltonite a material? Spider silk? I don't see it on that list. It's not on this list. Is it a key item? Maybe it was on this list and I just missed it. I'm trying to figure out if it's a material, because if it is a material, then I might be able to like craft with it or something, or use it for enchanting. Because a lot of things on the list for use for enchanting kind of show up organic. I thought that was going to be able to turn my direction. Guess not. They kind of show up organically as you get them, from what I can tell sometimes. Yeah, those guys didn't stand a chance. Another gold chalice. Some more money. Oh, I think I was supposed to do this anyways. Oh, okay then. Yeah, there's no... Oh, there is a path that way. Okay. If I fire at that right now, I'm going to get trapped. Okay. The fact that there's only mining in the later part of this game has that feel that some games have, especially indie games, where it's just like, they thought of a cool idea, and they, after that point in development, added it to everything after that point, but it's not found anywhere in the beginning of the game, because they were already done with that part of the game. And adding a new idea at the beginning of the game would have just imbalanced things. And it's not a bad thing. As a story writer and a DM, I run a lot of tabletops, and I've had that similar, not the same, but similar kind of thing happen to me before. And oh, I get it. That's why it's hidden away. So this is an exit to up top, right? So I bet we come up here, come back down, and this is a shortcut to get back out. So I can't actually interact with this right now. But yeah, like adding something later, and then being like, you know, we have mining now, and there's special ores, but adding it to the beginning of the game is not useful because like it would imbalance the amount of iron ore that they did at the beginning of the game. So let's just add it to the parts of the game where we thought about it. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's really hard to balance games. I personally spend a absolutely crazy amount of time trying to figure out balance myself. There's a version of this game in my mind that is like a survival craft game, which actually is possible because how the mods work in this game. It actually would be very possible to do that. But anyways, there's a version of this game in my mind that would be a survival craft game. And it looks like all of the tools, now that I found mining, all of the tools to do something like that are actually already present and in the game. Okay, so that one goes up. Let's check over here first. 2 shamans. Not a fan of that situation, because if 2 sets of stalactites hit me, I do believe I am dead, Jim. Yeah, just look how much damage they can do so fast. At this point, like, the spiders don't charge forward. And at first I was a little annoyed by that they don't charge forward and they sit so close to me. But, like, they're standing between me and the horde of rocks that these guys throw at me at the beginning of each fight. So I'm very okay with it now. Because they actually pierce through two spiders to try and get to me. So here's a way down, and I bet it goes to the other side of the bridge. Yep, and there's some more Keltonite, or I almost read that as Kraukatork, or this is not get worse. Okay. I think I've got these guys mostly figured out at this point. Strategy is not too different from the rest of the game, but it is a little different. I do like that their melee attacks are not necessarily the most scary thing, because they take so long to use them that if I was running a melee build, I would probably feel perfectly fine just being in all the time. I run melee builds in so many games that I play, though. Like, games where you're not supposed to. Like in Armor Core 6 right now, I know this is not Armor Core 6, but I'm going to talk about it for just a moment. In Armor Core 6 right now, I am running a build that is basically just 2 energy swords and the lightest, fastest Armor Core that I can possibly make. And I am definitely bashing my head against a lot of bosses, trying to get through them. But man, is it a lot of fun. Just so fast in that game. If this guy is just like, what's the password? What can I let you in? I'm like, here's 100 scrolls of all of your friends and family. Let me in. Keeping me out is worse. Because if you keep me out, I'm going to go find more trolls to kill. Trust me, I'm the good guys. You don't want to see the bad guys. I really felt like there was going to be a secret wall down here. There was not. You almost got me. Almost got me. Whew. Ooh, loot chest. I have not been able to figure out yet if these chests, like, scale to you. There's just not a lot of evidence, because I keep finding them. So what I need to do to find out if they scale is I need to find a chest in a dungeon that is way lower level than me. And if it gives me a lower level item, like it gives me like a like an apprentice or adept item, then the chests don't scale and they just go based off of rarity and what class you are. Because you can't ever pick up stuff that you can't use in this game. At least not in single player. I don't know how multiplayer fully works. I talked to several people about playing this game multiplayer, and one of them was actually interested in playing the game. They just already had a group of friends who were playing the game with them. So I'm just like, okay. I'm tempted to tell you who it is, and you can just go bug them, but that would be not what you do as a friend. Not be very friendly of me. But yeah, at least in single player, you can only find things that are for you, and every chest that I've opened has been approximately my level, like a little bit above, a little bit below. And the range has been enough that I could explain it away as being like, it's probably appropriate. Like, see, I'm expert right now, and this is all this stuff that I've gotten recently is expert, except for this one apprentice item. But I don't know where I got that from. That might have been the wolf cave, which might mean that things are scaled, but I don't think I opened a chest in the wolf cave. Also, this troll cave is enormous. Like, there's just so much here. And by so much, I mean, like, enemies. There's actually not a lot to do here other than enemies so far. Gotta get away from that mage as fast as possible. Ice breath is freaking killer. Very much gives me that Diablo 1 or Diablo 2 or Diablo 4 druid kind of feel to it. Diablo 4 druid never really felt like a druid to me. As a major fan of druids myself, it always felt like, and I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. And in fact, one of my friends ended up playing a class like this in a D&D game after playing Diablo 4, but it felt like a bender, like, you know, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It felt like a, you know, you had like earth bending, you had like wind bending, and you had, you know, stuff like that. Especially because of the way that you earth bent in that game. Immediately after playing that game, one of my friends, like I said, made a druid that was a earthbender, and with the druid spells that existed in the game, explaining away his spellcasting as bending worked really well. It just kind of made sense and didn't really take any extra thought to think about, well, yeah, that would be how that worked. Man, this place is huge. Okay, well, despite how huge it is, I can't go any farther that direction right now, so I'm gonna check out this right over here, and then there was someone I could literally talk to over here. It looked like there was a troll with dialogue. I'll feel super bad if that troll with dialogue was just like, stop killing all my friends, and I was like, oh, sorry, I already killed them all. Sorry, my king sees you as an inferior species. Was that, like, poison water or something? I was just taking damage. Didn't even freaking notice for a few seconds. I saw the spider behind me, and I thought maybe that was actually a real spider and not one of my friends. Yeah, it's like poisonous water. Hey, at least it hurts them too. And there's nothing over here. Maybe there's a story here. Maybe that's why the trolls are, you know, suddenly being extra hard asses on tolls, because their water's poisoned and they need these supplies to survive. Oh. Hate to break it to you guys, but the other way is that I was okay. I think I got hit by stalactites. Yeah, stalactites. They came from above. And I got hit by enough of them that I just died. That goes up. I'm gonna check real quick. What's up? Black barrow and a griffin. Okay. So, in order for this guy to work with me, they want me to talk to the trolls. So let's talk to the trolls super fast. This kind of looks like this could be a troll king. Who are you, human? Do you have a letter with Chief Overdoon's mark? No, then go away. What are we even doing here? Chief Overdoon is not back there. Okay. So maybe he's farther in still. Even when I think no one's attacking me, I should keep moving because those mages, the stalactites, have crazy freaking range. I didn't even know there was a mage in that group whenever I got hit by those stalactites and instantly killed. There's the culprit of our previous defeat. Our nemesis. Temporary as he may be. Didn't even, like, die properly, just vanished. Well, this is a one-way travel. Ah, you almost got me again, dude. You almost got me again. It's not cheap, it's tactics, okay? Summon my spiders back before my computer freaks out. So the trolls have problems too, it looks like. Some sort of horrifying Yeti things that I recognize from that shoot lightning. I recognize them from the cover art of the game. What are they? Shamblers. There's a bunch of shamblers over here. I don't think this is the way to their troll king. Or troll chief, I should say. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe the troll chief hangs out on the front lines. I swung my sword and blocked one of the stalactites, and that's the only reason we are alive today. Oof. I think that we can afford to do a little bit more damage next time we level. We've spent a few levels now on defense. Snipe out the shaman in the back there. There's another one. I mean, when we can focus on a single target between us and our spiders, they do go down really fast. Nice. So this is level 26. Okay, so we can still spend. Did I get 2 levels and I just didn't notice? I think that's the case. Sorry if anyone was screaming at me for that. The poison would be some damage. Let's see. I don't think there's any damage we can get here. No, because that would just split up our damage into arrows. That doesn't really add any damage. I didn't like Windweaver. I think we just level up this then. Oh, we should also grab the poison there. And yeah, I think I'm going to only 40 poison damage. It's not a lot, to be honest. Meanwhile, this is 20% damage. It's pretty good. Can't afford it. Can't afford any of that. I could get some marked size effect. Not 100% sure what that means, but we'll go with it. Oh, they do actually teleport to me if I get far enough away. Snow. If they raise their hands, they're about to lightning bolt me. Okay, okay. Music just suddenly went super calm and nice and all that. This goes down again, but I feel like this is going to go into like some sort of abomination part of the level instead of towards where I'm supposed to be going. What is this? I'm missing sufficient stone pieces to solve whatever this is. Okay. Well, I think this is actually a good place to stop. This has been Hammerwatch 2. We made a lot of progress through the troll dungeon today, but unfortunately didn't make a lot of progress in the storyline. I apologize for that, but that is the nature of games like this sometimes, where you get progress where you can find it, right? Anyways, I've been Areima, and hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that various stuff, especially if you made it to this point in the video. You have watched for an hour and 4 minutes. Good job. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye.